Hi guys and dolls, today I'm going to be sharing with you my Charming Charlie haul. For those of you who don't know what Charming Charlie is, it's sort of like more sophisticated Claire's. It's an accessory store that sells, I don't want to say junk jewelry because that makes it sound like it's derogatory, but they sell inexpensive costume jewelry or fashion jewelry, whatever, term that you prefer, and it's pretty inexpensive prices. In terms of the style of the jewelry, it's very similar to things I've seen on Bangle, to a certain extent, kind of some stuff from Harry Bangle, but it's not quite that sophisticated, at least from my initial impression. But what I love is that everything at the store is sort of divided by color. So when you first walk in, there was like a rose gold table, and then there was like a coral table and a turquoise table, and then a blue table and a purple table and a pink table, and on and on and on and on. So what I love is that you can kind of shop by color, which I just absolutely adore. And in terms of the quality of the jewelry, I'm gonna kind of base this on my own experience, of course, because it's the only basis of comparison that I have. So for me, I feel like it's similar to Claire's in terms of quality. Like, to me, I have some Claire's pieces that have lasted years and years and years, and then I have some that tarnish on me in like 2 weeks. So, it's just kind of a little bit of hit and miss. The prices of the jewelry are pretty inexpensive. The earrings were around $8 and the bracelets were around $10. I think the necklace I bought was $13. So the prices are pretty good. They do have a website, charmingcharlie.com. Currently you can't purchase from the website, which sucks. I think it was kind of like an East Coast thing and they're just now creeping over to the West Coast. I don't know. There's one in Brentwood, California. So if you're in Northern California, check them out. I'm really, really excited about it. Now I want to just touch really quickly again on the quality, and I'll kind of show you my first piece here. They have quite a few things that were like Betsey Johnson knockoffs. So I was like, because Betsey Johnson jewelry I love, but it's a little expensive. So as a perfect basis of comparison, these earrings just scream Betsey Johnson. They have a little bow on top of the skull. The skull eye sockets are heart-shaped. They're just really cute and covered in rhinestones. This just screams Betsey Johnson to me. However, Betsey Johnson earrings start at $30 and these were $8. So I would have to say that this is definitely a more economical choice. I still love my Betsey Johnson jewelry, don't get me wrong, and I think that the quality of Betsey Johnson is a little bit better than this stuff, and it's kind of one of those things that's hard to put your finger on, like why it's better in quality. Anyway, I'm kind of blabbering on, but I wanted to kind of give an explanation for those of you who have never been to a Charming Charlie, and this is my first experience there, so there you go. Let's go ahead and get into the haul. So I already showed you these earrings, so I guess I will show you my bracelet that I'm wearing. So this is one of those friendship bracelets, but it's metal, and I'd never seen anything like this, and it's in a rose gold color. It's got a little charm there, a little charms on the strings, I guess. They're not really strings because they're metal, but you get my point. And then the focus of the bracelet is this little rhinestone lettering that says love. I just thought it was so cute, and I've never seen one of those friendship style bracelets that's made out of metal. So that was really exciting, and actually I looked for other ones in the store and this was the only one that they had. Unfortunately, I threw away the tag, so I'm not sure, but I think this bracelet was $10. So moving on to some more rose gold stuff, I got this set of bangles, and these were $10, so it's just, some kind of hammered looking rose gold bangles, great for, arm candy and, stacking and all that nice neat junk. They do actually have quite a bit of room to move, and I am, clearly on plus size, so I really like that they made them big enough. Not all of the bracelets were big enough, but, that one was, so yay. I also got another rose gold bangle, and I'm really excited about this one. This was also $10, and it has kind of a silvery glittery lining here, and this reminds me a lot of something that would be on Bauble Bar or something like that. It does have a little bit of a snap closure, but there's no actual piece to close it, which is one of those things that Henry Bangle would have for a piece of their jewelry. Yeah, again, it has a little bit of movement, not too much, but just enough. And I like this kind of bracelet kind of closer to the wrist anyway. And I love rose gold in general, so I'm really excited that it's popular at the moment because I'm kind of bulking up on all the rose gold stuff that I can get, because for a while there it wasn't that popular. You really couldn't find it, so anyway. So the next thing I bought was this set, and it was $13 for both the earrings and the necklace. It's one of those really super long necklaces that you can kind of double up, and it looks really nice if you sort of tuck it into your shirt, so it just looks kind of beautiful and classy, and kind of reminds me of Nancy from Weeds for some reason. So anyway, I wore this a lot this last weekend when I was in the Central Valley, and I was wearing a lot of spray-on sunscreen, and the sunscreen did some weird stuff with my jewelry. So it actually took the rose gold you know, overlay off of some of the medallion pieces on this, which sucks. It didn't really do it to the earrings, which is why I'm fairly certain that it was actually the sunscreen that did it. Also, I was wearing some real gold and sterling silver jewelry and they got kind of funky. So yeah, spray on sunscreen, not so good with jewelry. Just keep that in mind. This next piece is a beautiful gold bangle bracelet. It's one of those ones that you just kind of put on like this. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's actually sort of a flattering shape for my wrist and my hand. So I'm really excited about this. And again, it's kind of in the style of Betsey Johnson with the skulls and the kind of double-sided bangle thing, something I see on Bauble Bar a lot. So Charming Charlie has a lot of like fashionable, trendy jewelry, but in the back section, at least at this particular store, they had a huge section that was all like more traditional costume jewelry, I would say. They call it like the special occasion section. So there's lots of pearls and rhinestones. And had a little bit of a field day. So I started out with these rhinestone barrettes. I just thought that they'd be nice to kind of have on hand for, you know, maybe some kind of costume tutorial for the future. The next thing I got were these beautiful pearl earrings. They really remind me of something that a bride would wear. And the pearls are just gorgeous. They're just so pretty. These were $10, and I'm sorry, these barrettes were $8. This next pair of earrings I got are like button pearls. They're really pretty. They have a silver outlining around the pearls. And I just thought this would go so good with so many of my vintage outfits. And I actually have a plan of when I'm going to wear these. And I don't know if I mentioned this, these were $5. So then I got a 3-pack of pearl bracelets for $10. And one of the bracelets actually has like a little silver thing on it. So this is great because you can wear just one or you can stack them and be more awesome. And you know, you can't go wrong with like, you know, just a pair of costume, you know, pearl bracelets. You never know when that's going to come in handy for, you know, some kind of costume that you have or just, you know, go perfect with an outfit. Then I got these 2 strands of pearls, so one is quite a bit longer than the other. The longer one was $15 and the shorter one was $13. When I got them home, I realized that they don't actually match. The longer strand is a little bit wider than the shorter strand. I don't think it's terribly noticeable, and maybe that makes it seem more authentic or something. And you really can't go wrong, and they're really good quality pearls. They're not plastic or anything, so that is quite lovely. In fact, they're pretty heavy. So my last piece of jewelry was also from the special occasion section. This was $15, so it's a little bit more expensive, but it's covered in rhinestones. And this looks like such a beautiful piece of vintage jewelry. Kind of reminds me of like a tiny bit of Art Deco, a little bit of the 1940s. It's just very beautifully done piece of costume jewelry, and this one actually does sort of snap close a little bit when you close it. Wonderfully smooth on the outside. It's a little tiny bit rough on the inside, but nothing that's like super uncomfortable. It's just by contrast the outside, which is very smooth. It's a little bit rough on the inside. I just think this is going to go so good with so many of my vintage dresses, and I'm really excited about this piece. This is just beautiful. So the last couple things I got were a couple of scarves. These were $15 each, and this one is sort of like a blue-gray with a white pattern on it, sort of like a traditional kind of scarf pattern on it. It's quite pretty, very I don't know, I feel like it's sort of Americana or something. I don't know. I really like using this one as a wrap when we were on our car trip because it was lightweight enough to where it didn't make me feel hot, but I was able to sort of like drape it over my skin and hide my skin from the sun. So again, I was avoiding a sunscreen or sunburn. So my last item of this haul is this amazing scarf. It's very reminiscent of Betsey Johnson again. It's got that hot pink leopard print with the tan and the brown. Super, super cute. Again, only $15. And both these scarves are really lightweight. They're perfect for layering in the summer. So I was really excited about this. In fact, I might be I was going to say I was the most excited about this, but then I like looked down at my jewelry and I'm like, oh, I like this and this. And I'm pretty excited about everything I got, especially the inexpensive rose gold items. Those are always really exciting. So now if you guys have ever shopped at Charming Charlie, I want to know what your experiences were like. What do you think of the store and all that stuff? So go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you for sitting through the super long haul video. I know I bought a lot of stuff, but I'd never been there before and I was like, ah! So anyhow, any hooters, whatever. I hope you're having a great day. I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky. Just be yourself. See you, bye.